Understand that the senator is out at a local caucus site giving his pitch on his own behalf to the caucusers there. It's interesting. Carl was talking about money, and earlier in the day, Rick Santorum was talking about, well, our campaign was run on a shoestring, but that's a little insulting to shoestrings. The only thing that Santorum had to spend a lot of the time was his time, and he spent a lot of it here in Iowa. Over 375 different town hall events all across the state. Was easily the first at visit all 99 counties, and that pretty much was his reputation as a person who had put in the work, but people weren't all that familiar with or didn't seem to coalesce around until recently in the polls. Now all of a sudden he's riding that surge that we've been talking about. They think they see a lot of former Huckabee backers coming their way. They have a lot of questions tonight. Some of them include whether or not people think that the Bachmann supporters, will they stand pat, or will they come running at the caucuses if they think that Santorum has a chance, particularly those that identify themselves as value voters or evangelical conservatives. The Santorum campaign is also kind of needing to put a little faith in the folks that are out there doing things that are out of the radar, under the radar, or out of the reach of the campaign. I was talking with Chuck Laudner, who's a Santorum advisor, and he says the media misses an awful lot of campaigning. The conversations in the grocery store, the conversations at a daughter's basketball game, trying to coax people who are not just Republicans but independents and Democrats that aren't exactly happy with what they're getting these days to come to the caucuses and at least listen and try and build up those audiences at those caucuses and maybe some support for the candidate. Chuck Laudner says that's what a lot of the Huckabee backers did 4 years ago, and it helped loft him into first place. He thinks he sees a similar wave, doesn't know if it'll bring Santorum up into that surprise first place position, but certainly the campaign says all they're looking for is a top 3 finish. They feel pretty good that they've gotten it. Brett?
All right, Steve, thank you.
For those of you just joining us, we want to update